Good morning and welcome to Blindformers. I'm your host, Blind Prime, and for today we're going to be transforming Transformers Alternators, the Acura RSX Prowl from their police car mode into their robot mode. So, sit back with your Alternators or Binaltech Prowl and give me a listen as we can transform along together. And if you're not aware of where you have found yourself, hi, I'm Blind Prime. I raise awareness of the blind and the visually impaired through alternative means and methods, and I also help the visually impaired and the blind transform their Transformers with these verbal instructional videos called Blindformers, because I just like the name. It sounds fun. Blindformers. It's just a fun thing. And so today we're going to be transforming this guy in a verbal step-by-step instructional video to raise awareness of the blind and also to help the blind. So please, if you want to help me reach more blind people out there and put some positivity into this world, then please, please, please go below, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. I don't know what's been going on. I've been losing subscribers. So if you wouldn't mind helping me out with that, that would be immensely enjoyable. Thank you all so much. And my co-host Cream the cat is currently sleeping in a sand pit outside. He likes his sand pits. So instead we have Sugar, the potato cat, joining us today. And she has wandered off somewhere. I don't know where she's at. She's not like Cream. She doesn't stay in one place. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's move the Iron Man mech over here, which if you want to check out my videos on these little mechs, then please check out my channel, Blindformers. This is the parent channel to that one. There we go. You guys can just stand over here. What are you standing on? Don't do that. Hey, thank you. Just be there. Okay, cool. All right. Grab your Prowl and let's get to it. Okay, so first, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and take the engine out. Just open the hood, pull the engine out, set it off to the side. Done. Next step is you want to come around here to his back, and you're going to play with his bumper. You're just going to grab the bumper, which includes the license plate, and pull it down and out just a bit. Then you're going to separate the bumper, just pull it apart, and rotate one side down, and while you rotate the other side up, and you're going to reveal this nightstick accessory of his. It's hidden in the bumper. There we go. Pull out the nightstick, and we're going to set it off to the side. Okay, now we've done that. Let's go ahead and rotate these guys around. The back bumper is going to rotate around and rest on top of the rear wheels. That way we don't have to worry about it later. It's already accomplished for us, okay? Next step is we're going to reach under here, and we're going to pull the arms down, okay? So you just want to grab under here. You want to grab one of the arms, and you're just going to unfold it from its origami position. It's folded in where it's at a right angle at the elbow, so the elbow's been folded up to lay flat against the upper arm, and then the hand just kind of folds around back there, and you have to keep the hands open, and you open the hands and lay them out on either side, and then when you're transforming him, you fold the head of Prowl up so that his head rests inside those hands. Now, I didn't do it perfectly, but that's basically how it transforms. He grips his head in his hands, and I think it's kind of like just kind of like that. Ah. It's a weird way to do it, but I appreciate it. I think it's really cool, and we've seen similar things like this with Hound, and we saw something similar with Shockwave, but this is a different one. Let's go ahead and finish rotating out those hands. Now, keeping the wheels in the straight position, you can have his hands kind of like that. And I also think that alternators are fun because you can kind of pose them mid-transformation. So like this one is him posed with his arms coming down from the inside of the hood to kind of just push his body up so that he can continue transforming. That's the way I like to imagine it. You can imagine it however you wish, but I always like doing it this way because I see the transformation happening in my head, and I'm like, how would they actually do this in real life? And he would use his arms to help give him some support. Now, the arms got to twist out on either side. Okay, so there you go. there's a hinge in there. So what you're doing is there's a little nub on the side of the inside of the wheel, and that's got a magnet on it to do the steering mechanism. So you've got to be careful about making sure that nub clears. But when you pull this guy out, you're just going to kind of play with it a bit, rotate the wheel around so that that nub can actually leave on the inside of the hood area and get on the outside of the car. Once that little nub that has the magnet on it is clear, the entire arm is free to move outwards. We do the same on the other side and clear the nub that has the magnet on it, and then everything is free to move out. Next step is come in here and rotate the head down. There we go. Head is rotated, or you just pull the head down. And that's just going to rest right there for now until we need to change things. Next step is we've got to open the doors. So we want to open each of them. Actually, we don't even need to open the doors right now. Those are going to be something that we'll have to deal with in a bit. We can go ahead and pull on the hood, but now we're not transforming it yet. We're pulling on the hood and the front windshield to break the connection points where the front windshield meets the hood. There's a couple of connection points in there, and we're just rocking them so that they are they're loose. Next step is come down here. We're going to do something that we've seen with Siege Sideswipe, and we also saw with Windcharger from Alternators just recently. The side of the runner board under the front the doors is going to rotate inwards and lay flat, and this is a difficult hinge to get right because you don't want to push on your car, so you gotta get your thumb in there and push on the seat of the inside of the car to get that transformation complete. Now use your finger to pop the other door open. Now this other side, rotate that around. Don't push on anything clear plastic. Get your thumb in there and push on the bottom of the seat so that you don't break anything, because this ratchet for this side bit for folding this runner board under the vehicle is a very tough one, and I don't want you breaking any of your clear plastic or any of the thin plastic on the roof. Use the seat as a solid structure to transform with. All right, I don't want anybody breaking anything. Next step, go ahead and fold each of the inner seats down, towards the dash, and they're each going to fold up towards the dash very nicely. And that's going to be it for that area. Next step, make sure that you've broken the window from the rear of the vehicle by pulling on the roof and pulling the rear of the vehicle away from the roof. You don't need to do it hard. That connection does not take much effort to break. Okay, now that you've done that and you've made it loose, we're going to come down here to the underside of the vehicle mode, and there are two doorways. These are really neat. We've got some other transformers that use similar doors for the legs. We're just going to, once you've pulled apart, remember when we pulled apart the bumper to get the nightstick? That actually reveals the easy way to open the doors because there's a little edge right there on each side. And then go ahead and pull these doors out, okay? And then we're going to use this edge. Now, these doors are really on a tough ratchet, so be aware of that. Now, it's going to take a little effort, but don't move the entire door from the edge of that corner. You're just using this area that starts off with. You're just using it to get the hinge up a little bit, okay? Because transforming it on that side, this is a tough hinge. I don't want you to wear that plastic away, bend that plastic, or anything like that. You just use it to get your edge of your thumb under the rest of the door, and then you pick it up all the way. Because those last two ratchets for this door are really tough. They're really stiff, and you've got to work at them. Next step is we're going to then rotate. Or actually, we can go ahead and unfold these. Let's see. Come on now. Unfold. All right. Still got to work at it a bit. Let's go ahead and open up the hatchback, and let's go ahead and split the legs. That will help us unfold them. So when you open the hatchback, take your finger and run it towards the Acura symbol on the back of the bumper, and in there's a little connection between these two parts. And you want to wrap your fingers around that connection area and pull it apart right at that spot, okay? There. Not anywhere else, because all that's clear plastic. So right at the very edge is where the connector is for this. There's not many connectors in that, and I appreciate that. I never like it whenever they do a piece of clear plastic that has like 3 connectors in it, because you're going to break something if you're not careful. and only one connector is less chance of you screwing it up, and I appreciate that. Go ahead and close those guys up, and let's go ahead and split these legs apart. All right, there we go. Now let's go ahead and rotate the legs out. We're going to be rotating these legs from the come on, there it goes. All right. So what we're doing now is we're pulling the leg that's been folded up origami style, and it's not difficult to fold it up. It's just the simple moving the leg over the lower leg over the upper leg, and that's your fold up. Okay, so you unfold it all the way. Make sure it doesn't really lock in, but it just does unfolds. Now we're going to do it with the other side. Let's go ahead and unfold this all the way. Be careful. We don't want to break anything. Okay, move the door outwards so that the leg has enough clearance. There we go. Rotate that out and down, out and down. Next step is, now that we've gotten both of these legs, let's go ahead and give it a nice little spin. Can we go ahead and spin you, Mr. Legs? And spin you at the waist. There we go. 180 degrees. Now we've got to come in here to the underside, or the inside of the legs. Come on now. Okay, so we're going to open up the hatchback, and we're going to reach in here, and we're going to wiggle around this foot that's laying on top of everything. And you got to put the heel down, and the tip up, and then push. And then you got to put the tip down, and the heel up, and push again. And you just got to wiggle it around, because there's just enough clearance. There's just enough clearance, but you've got to do it right. There's wrong ways and right ways, because this foot can move all over the place. There we go. So what I did is I moved the heel, the toe up, and it pushed the heel down, and then I reached underneath inside the door we opened, grabbed the heel, and now pulled it all the way out. There we go. Okay, we're going to do it with this side too. I'm going to reach in here, open this up. Okay, there's the foot in there laying flat and pretty. We're going to tip it up. The tip goes towards the windshield. Then we're going to reach inside the underside. We're going to wiggle and wobble it. Try our best to get it to transform. Clearance is weird. Clearance is weird, and it doesn't always like to clear. These feet are very, very odd, and there it goes. You just got to play with it for a bit. The hinges that the foot are a part of don't have any ratchets or anything like that. So the only thing holding you up is the clearance. Now that you've gotten the legs out, go ahead and close the windshields for the hatchback on each leg. Then come around here to the other side and close the door. Door closed. Door closed. Excellent. There we are. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. He's even got legs. Knees. Okay, those two are done. Okay, excellent. We're cooking with fuel. We're doing good. Next step is coming up here, and I hope I didn't just jinx myself. Now comes the part of the transformation that's a little bit of a pain, but it's fun pain. So make sure that each of these arms is pulled out on the sides as far as possible. You want to make sure these guys are rotated out as far as they will go, because what's going to happen next will require some really precise movements. Now that you've gotten both of these out as far as they will go, we're going to have clearance problems again, because this entire front of the vehicle has got to rotate down, and it never wants to do it right. It never wants to do it right. So let's go ahead and try our best to do it right. All right, make sure those doors for the car mode are down. Make sure that connection's out. Next step is we're going to be rotating everything downwards. We just got to make sure there are clearances available. Okay, all right. I'll wiggle it. It's hard to... What is it, Sugar Cat? What's wrong, Sugar Cat? Huh? What's wrong, you little potato? Huh? Huh? What is it, Potato Cat? What is it, Potato Cat? There's a Potato Cat intermission. Okay. Now we come back over here. We got to... So what we're doing here is we're going to fold this entire hood, and it's going to fold flat against his chest. But we've got to make sure that we have the everything available to do. So we've just got to fold these guys down. But they don't they don't ever want to really fold down properly. And that's okay. So work at it. Okay, fold those wings out on either side. Fold the doors as far out as they will go. They do like to fold out. And we're going to fold this stuff around. Let's see. Okay, this is by far the most tricky part of this transformation because this is just such a weird spot in the transformation. Just so odd, but it works so well. And when it happens, you just got to do it right. Let's make sure that's cleared. Okay. It never wants to clear right. Never wants to clear. Never wants to clear. Come on, come on. All right, come on. Wiggle a little bit. Get in there. Try to figure out what's nuts. Yank the arm off its socket again. Let's go ahead and put the arm back on its socket. Okay, this is a great example of something that can happen. And there is a little joint in the shoulder, and you can kind of pull that joint off if you're not careful. Now, let's go ahead and see if we can fold this thing down again. What's holding you up? What is holding you up, bro? Come on. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. You know, I've been transforming this thing for years, and I have always had a problem with this part here. And it's just such a weird part of the transformation. And it's always messed me up on the, like, where in the world is it getting caught on? Because I can never figure it out where this thing's getting caught on. It never wants to transform right, and I don't want to give it too much pressure because this plastic can crack if you're not careful. So you just got to be careful and make sure that it folds right, but this folding part is always very painful. So definitely see why they got rid of this type of transformation. Right, you know what? We're going to cheat just a little bit. We're just going to cheat a little bit. Pull the door out as far as it would go. There we go. Aha! There we are. Nice. Now this side of the door needs to get pulled out as far as it would go. Even though it fell off, we still got it. We still got it. We still got it. Okay. Rotate that around. There we are. Aha! There we go. Got to wiggle it just a bit more and get those clearances right. This guy sucks for clearances. Pull the head up. There it goes. And then put the chest down. Okay, next step is rotate this arm around so that it can lay against the body. There we go. Put this. Wait, no. Where's the door? There's the door. Okay. Let's grab the door and put the door back up here. That part of the transformation is always a pain because there's clearances on these little connectors that connect the shoulder to the inside, to the actual core of the robot mode. And those clearances are so tight that you saw what was happening there. I was basically moving it just a little bit here, just a little bit there, until I finally got the clearance correct. And that will take you time, like you saw here on my channel. And don't stress out about it or anything. Just give it the time. Nuts. Give it the time it needs. I did not mean to do that. Let's put that door back together. Okay. So there's a tooth in the door, and there's a little bar hinge here. And to get the tooth and the bar hinge together, just gotta rotate. Let's see. Feel in there. You feel there's a little tooth on the edge of the door, right around the window area. There it goes. Okay. Next step. You really? Yeah. Stupid door. There it goes. Nuts. You stupid door. You stupid door. You know, we're just going to leave it because I don't want to take up any more of your time trying to fix that door. I'll fix it for tomorrow's video where we talk about what he looks, we talk about his robot mode and his accessories, and we do the review for that. But there you go. There you have it. One door, one engine, and one nightstick off to the side, and Prowl transformed successfully. It's just that this stupid door has a very small gripper hand, and it does like to pop off. The other one likes to pop off as well, and I'm surprised it didn't do it today. But thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope I was able to help you transform your Transformers, Alternators, Binaltech Prowl from vehicle mode to robot mode. And be aware that chest is a pain, and you got to be careful with it, and don't give it too much stress. Don't give it too much pressure. This plastic has become a bit fragile in its old age. Remember, this toy here is 20 years old. Actually, it maybe came out in 2006, so maybe it's only 19 years old. But still, it goes without saying, it's kind of gotten old. So be careful with your older toys. Thank you again for watching. Until next Prime, bye bye for now.